your 8 health buckets. Now, when it comes to health, most people tend to think of health as either physical health or mental health. Now, our philosophy is you've actually got 8 key elements of your health that you need to take care of for what we'd say vibrant health and well-being. We call it our model or our philosophy is 8 health buckets. It's just a metaphor to get across the point that it's if you see it as a bucket that you've got to continually fill or nourish each element of your health. You've got to put good stuff in there in terms of nourish it through the right habits, the right actions to make it healthy. And it's a bucket with a leak in that if you don't, it uses all the nourishment and some of it drains away. Eventually, it starts to break down. Okay, so it's a continual process. Hence why everything we do is based around a set of habits. So you're nurturing all 8 elements. Okay, so 8 might seem a lot, but I'll just walk you through it. Now, in all our packs, you'll see this model. Now, what we've done, we've created it in the physical with some little ice buckets. So I'll just walk you through it quickly. Now, we've got 3 zones. The top line is what we call the tangible zone. Tangible as the outside world can see it to a degree. Now, the very first one, physical health. Now, this is the equal most important bucket of all. Now, we're spiritual beings that live in a body, and the better our body feels, the better life is, the easier life is. So physical health is very, very important indeed. And middle one is financial health. Now, the world, the way it's shaped, the way it runs, we need money to go about our day-to-day life, to have a decent life. Now, if we're worried about money, it's going to have an impact on everything else we do. If our finances are in good shape, life becomes much easier. Okay, so financial health is very, very important. Vocational health, one that's very often neglected. Now, your vocation in life, you could say your purpose in life, or when we say we're doing numerology, we call this your soul urge. Okay, it's that urge within you that has to do something that feels it's like your reason for being, that it nurtures, it nourishes your soul essence. It's that deep inner desire, something that you're enthused, you don't need motivating to do. Okay, now a lot of people are lost. They've got this void, and that's often compensated through addictions, drink, drugs, sex, you name it, to fill that void because there's something missing, something that their soul wants to do. Now, but it might be a main job, it might be a secondary job, a hobby, or just a pastime that you just absolutely love doing. Very, very important that you're connected to that. If you don't know what it is, that you find it and you start to do it. You know when you're there. We have an exercise in the program in Habit 15 because when you're there, you don't need no motivation whatsoever and you're naturally motivated and enthused to want to do it. Okay, so that's the tangible zone. The middle zone, very important, is what we call the feel-good zone. Now, first one is the emotional health bucket. This is the equal most important bucket. As human beings, we feel our way through life. When life's good, we feel good. When life's not so good, we feel down. Now, everything is connected to a feeling. We're emotional beings, first and foremost. That's why it's so important. As you feel better, raise your vibration. And all our programs are about raising your vibration. When your emotional health's good, life flows better. It's actually the law of attraction. The higher you vibrate is all connected to your emotions, the better things you attract to you. Okay, so an absolute essential. There's only 2 you ever dealt with, your physical and your emotional are the most important 2. Now, alongside this is your mental health. Now, mental can be described as how you see yourself. Self-worth, self-confidence, self-belief. Okay, when your mental health's good, how you see yourself, life flows better. So these 2 work very, very closely indeed. See yourself in a positive life, your emotional health goes up, you feel better. But they work side by side. Again, everything goes through that core. It's like the heart center of your health. Okay? Bottom line is what we call your connecting zone. Very first one, divine sexual health. Not many people talk about this, but this is essential. let's say, very, very important for uh, full, vibrant health. Now, we're talking about divine sexual health. It's essentially around the orgasm. In our program, Habit 11 is around this solely, this one bucket. The orgasm is the highest vibration you can feel, natural vibration you can feel as a human, which puts us at the top of the vibrational chart. It's a moment of self-actualization. It's the elixir of life. Now, if we think about it, we can't have birth as of a human without an orgasm because it's the highest natural energy we can connect to. It's the elixir of life, as we call it. Now, if you can understand internally from a neuropeptide perspective what happens to the body at the moment of orgasm, it releases all these wonderful feel-good chemicals, but also health nourishing chemicals. So this isn't necessarily about sex, it's about connecting to that higher power, that divine power through the orgasm and bathing in that energy. Not only does it feel wonderful, it's what it does for your health. It's life-giving energy. Okay. And it's very, very important to go there frequently. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship or you're flying solo, it's important to connect with it in a healthy way. Okay, the second one is, on the bottom line, is your social health. We're wired to be social as human beings, whether it's connecting with family, friends, co-workers, people, like-minded people, people with the same hobbies, same interests, with the same sports teams. As we connect, we feel good. We're social bunnies, we're social animals. Okay, very, very important to do. And on the bottom line, last bucket, number 8, is your spiritual health. There's a very well-known saying, for what profits a man if he gains the whole world but loses his soul? Now, it doesn't take a lot of research to realise, even though we're humans, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. And ultimately, we're all connected as one, but we're experiencing life as individuals. But on some level, we're all inextricably linked. We're all connected. We're all entangled together. And when we connect with others, like the social, we'll feel good. When we do things for others, we feel good. That's why it always feels good to give and see somebody's natural reaction to it. And if we see online social media videos of somebody doing a nice random act of kindness for somebody else, it's lovely to see. That's our soul coming through. So spiritual health is very important. Also, very closely connected, spiritual and vocational health. When you're on track, you know your true purpose and you're doing it and you're fulfilled, it's very closely connected to your spiritual health. Okay, so that's your 8 buckets, and the key is to take actions and do habits that fulfill, that fill, not so much fulfill, that fill all 8. So you've got to continually have input in all those areas to have a, let's say, a vibrant health and well-being natural existence. Now, everything in this, our advanced program is designed to nourish all 8 buckets across the 22 habits. Okay, I hope you've got the picture.